Look closely at this digital recreation of the human body. If I ask you for the exact probability of finding a real person who perfectly matches these physical dimensions down to the absolute atomic scale, the mathematical answer is exactly 0. To understand why a computer can't calculate that, we have to separate the ways we measure the world. Think about physical shoe sizes. You wear a size 9, 10, or 11. You can count exactly how many people wear a size 10. It is a distinct, easily measurable bucket. On the other side of the scale, we have continuous data, like a person's physical weight. This isn't a bucket, it is a smooth number line. Someone might weigh 70 kilograms, or 70.145 kilograms, with the decimal places stretching out into infinity. If an algorithm tries to count exact matches on this sliding scale, it fails. The hyper-specific value of 70.145 kilograms might never appear in your training data. The data point falls right through the gaps, and the probability instantly hits absolute 0. When every specific measurement returns a 0% chance, the algorithm loses its ability to compare different categories. Without a way to weigh one outcome against another, the data becomes mathematically useless for making a prediction. Solving this requires an act of destruction. Modern statistical algorithms destroy their original training data, intentionally throwing away millions of exact measurements. The algorithm assumes the chaotic data follows a natural shape. Watch how these thousands of scattered measurements fall, stacking up to form the Gaussian distribution, or the bell curve. This mathematical hill is defined by just 2 numbers. The first is the mean. This controls the center of the data, dictating where the entire curve is anchored and shifted left or right. The second parameter is the standard deviation, which controls the spread. It dictates whether the data is tightly clustered into a tall, skinny peak, or broadly scattered into a short, wide hill. These parameters follow a strict law. 68% of the data falls within 1 standard deviation of the center, 95% falls within 2, and 99.7% falls within 3. Using just the mean and standard deviation allows a model to represent millions of data points with only 2 numbers. This makes the resulting algorithm incredibly fast and lightweight to run. To interact with this shape, the computer uses a mechanism called the probability density function. When a new piece of continuous data enters the system, the function translates that raw number into a standardized score, measuring its exact distance from the center mean. It applies an exponential scaling to that distance. Points landing near the center get a massive boost, projecting high up onto the curve. Points falling on the extreme edges are pushed downward, registering near 0. The system stops looking for an exact count of a single number. Instead, it calculates the density of the curve at that specific location. A higher density value indicates a higher likelihood. The data point acts as a vertical coordinate on a mathematical hill, providing a measurable likelihood for even the most specific measurements. To predict gender based on height, the algorithm draws male and female density curves on one axis. The system drops your height through both mountains, reading the vertical density on each. The category with the higher vertical score wins. This exact logic powers modern healthcare algorithms. Continuous vitals like blood pressure and cholesterol are plotted against historical survival curves to calculate a specific heart disease risk score. In finance, fraud systems flag specific transaction amounts that fall off the edges of these normal density curves, identifying anomalies in real time. These systems achieve life-saving results without scanning for an exact duplicate. They rely on the vertical heights of overlapping mathematical mountains. Moving away from discrete lookups allows a machine to identify the specific patterns and variances within a continuous dataset. But this architecture relies on symmetry. What happens to the predictive power when the raw data refuses to form a perfect bell curve? When data is severely skewed and normal distributions fail, data scientists must find a way to forcefully bend that raw data back into shape.